Good morning friends, and welcome back to another day of Vlogmas. So today is just a really nice, lovely chill day. I don't have much planned other than I would love to get a good bit of reading done. So I think I showed you in the clips already, but one of the books that I'm going to read today is Murder for Christmas, and I have been wanting to read this book since last year, but I think with lockdown and I think it was lockdown, my local library did have it, but I didn't get a chance to go and get it. So finally this is the year I'm going to read it, and I haven't actually read a whole lot. I've been a very slow reader this morning. My initial plan for this video was that I would do sort of a readathon and try and read both books in the one day, but then it occurred to me this morning that wouldn't be a very relaxing way of doing it, and there's a good chance that I would just skim read the books and get the sort of gist of them but not really enjoy reading them. So I've opted for a more slow approach, and I'm just going to read it as much as I want and sort of fancy and dip in and out of it as today goes on. So yeah, I think I'm only a chapter or two into Murder for Christmas, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I've never heard of Francis Duncan, but apparently he's a really famous murder mystery writer, author. So yeah, I'm quite excited because I love Agatha Christie and I really enjoy classic crime. So this is so far a really easy read, because sometimes I've read quite a few of the British crime classics, I think they're called, or British Library crime classics, and sometimes they're all from a similar era, but they can be quite tricky to read for some reason. They just don't engage you like Agatha Christie does, or Josephine Tey is another one that I really enjoy. I really like her books. So far so good, really enjoying this. Very cozy, a lot of mystery even though nothing has happened yet. I'm assuming there will be a death because Murder for Christmas, but nobody's died yet. It's so far just started off with a young couple. I don't think this is giving too much away. It really happens in the first chapter that they would like to get married, but her guardian won't let them because he really doesn't seem to like the young man. And then everybody is being invited to her sort of uncle's house for Christmas, and also a detective is coming, Mordecai Tremaine. So everyone's a bit curious why he's being invited. So there's a lot of mystery, a lot of suspicious sort of characters so far, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's the first book I'll be reading today. And the other book is The Midnight Library. And if you watched day one of Vlogmas, you'll know that I picked up this book in my little library. I was really surprised to see it because it is a really new book and it seems to be a really popular book that people really like. So it was a pleasant surprise to find it. But I've read about, let's see, maybe almost half of it, or just under half of it, maybe about to here. And I've been listening to that on Audible actually, so when I'm out walking about taking photos, I've been listening to it because it's part of Audible's free books at the moment. So yeah, that's what I have a few errands to run after this, so I think when I'm out running those errands I'll be listening to The Midnight Library, and then I'll also maybe come home and read the physical copy as well, so we'll see. So yeah, I've had a very nice relaxing morning. Now I should really get myself changed and a bit more presentable because I'm going to nip out, as I mentioned, to run some errands, and then I think this was kind of a last minute addition to the day, but I think that I might be joining my friend Claire, who runs the account Scotland with Fluffy Wolf on Instagram, and her lovely fluffy four-legged friend Sally. So, and I think Sally has a play date today actually. I think another Samoyed is staying over, so I think that that might be something that I'll do today. I'll join them for a little walk at Portobello, because we were planning to meet tomorrow, but I had a look at the forecast and it's supposed to be kind of drizzly and rainy and also really cold. So as much as I do love atmospheric weather, I'm just not feeling like that at the moment. I think I'd rather stay indoors as much as possible tomorrow. So yeah, that is the plan for today. So I've got myself all ready to go out. I have a few errands to run and I'm all wrapped up because it's supposed to be quite cold. I've got several layers on, wool jumper, cozy scarf. And I actually forgot to mention earlier that today is the winter solstice, so it's the shortest day of the year, and it really has felt like it. I woke up, I think, around 8:30, and it was dark then, and I think it was still dark when I was making something to eat at 9:20. So yeah, the sun has not made an appearance today. It is marginally lighter now, but it definitely does feel like the shortest day of the year. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop out, run some errands. I'll bring you along because there's a cute little gift shop on Leith Walk that I think that you'll really like, because I've been once before, but yeah, it looks really cute and I'm looking forward to popping in quickly. So it's a little bit later on. I've been back to the flat and I've wrapped up even more because it is really chilly, and now I'm heading to Portobello beach, which I can imagine will be even chillier with it being by the sea. So yeah, I'm gonna go and meet Claire and then we're gonna drive down to Portobello. So I'm just back in from the walk at Portobello. We had a lovely time. It was a little bit chilly and the dogs were really talkative, but overall it was such a nice time and really nice to be out and about. And then we went back to Claire's and had homemade mince pies and tea, and I've just got in the door, popped the heating on, and I'm about to go for a really nice hot shower because my feet are frozen, so it'd be nice to get warmed up. And I'm planning to listen to more of the Midnight Library because I have like a little shower speaker, so that's what I'll be doing.
I'm ready for a challenge. Walking in was visible across the ice.
So it's been a few hours. I had my shower, I had dinner and posted my Vlogmas video for the day, and now I'm just ending the day by reading a little bit more of Murder for Christmas because I did have the loveliest day. It was really relaxing, and even though the sun barely made an appearance for the whole day, it felt very dull and dark. It was so nice to have a walk along Portobello Beach with Sally and her friends and Claire obviously, and yeah, it was just a really nice day. The only thing is I didn't get as much reading done as I'd hoped. I am really enjoying what I have read of Murder for Christmas. It's exactly up my street. It's cozy, the characters are likeable, it's mysterious, so I'm really looking forward to finishing that. And I also made a tiny dent in Midnight Library. I listened to it while I went to run my errands and in the shower, and I'm also really enjoying that. So it's such a treat to have two books that I'm enjoying equally, because you can easily go for like a month or two and read a few books and enjoy none of them. So yeah, I would, so far anyway, maybe I will update you, but so far I would highly recommend both books. The Midnight Library is really interesting. I haven't actually read a book like it. There might be books like it out there, but it's not my usual genre. And if this continues in the way it's going anyway, this could be a favourite murder mystery, although it's very early to say. It's very early, it's only the first few chapters. So yeah, I hope that you are all doing well, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you again for watching.